Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and I messed up big time today. I was mounting something here. I knew that it was a stud, so I went right into it, but there was a water line right behind it. So I drilled right into it and sprung a leak. So this is the aftermath. You can see this pipe went right through here, and give me some credit. I hit it dead on. I got it right in the middle, and so it was like Looney Tunes. I had my finger over it, or my brother did, and then when he moved his finger, it would spray. And so anyway, I got my little claw hammer here and just kind of dug away the drywall here to expose everything. And so in today's video, my good friend Brian is going to come over and show us how to fix this. So of course, as soon as it was leaking, I went out to the street and turned the water supply off. So the main water supply will look like this, and basically what you're going to do with this tool is just turn it until it's off with those two holes lining up. That's how they would lock out water if they needed to from the street. So this is what the tool looks like. You could do it with a pair of pliers, but that was the first step, of course. Next, coming in, we're just looking at what we're going to have to do to cut out that one piece and attach it. It comes back into here. And this copper piece, you can buy those in the store, but they were all sold out for 3/4 inch. So we're repairing this with PEX. So I bought a 5-foot section of PEX pipe. This is 3/4 inch. And so you can go to your local hardware store and purchase all these things that you'll see here in the video. But I went ahead and bought a section of that. And then I ended up needing a 3/4 by 3/4 straight connection. I also did a 3/4 by 3/4 female sweat, and I'll show you what each of these adapters looked like as we install them. And then the copper rings that you clamp them with for the PEX pipe. So the first step was to find where we were going to cut the copper pipe, and so we got our cutter. And so basically this tool, you just tighten down and you spin it until it cuts, and so the pipe breaks just like that right in the middle. Okay, we're going to be needing some paste flux as well as some lead-free solder. So we'll be using these with a torch as well. And once the copper pipe was cut, the PEX can actually rotate okay. Next, we wanted to clean that copper pipe. You want it as clean as it can get. So with a wire tool here, we're cleaning this up. And now we're doing the paste flux on the inside of this fitting. So this was the 3x3 female sweat, as we saw. So we're going to put the paste flux on both ends. And that was this package right here. Okay, and so now Brian is just going to slide this on, and that fitting slides right over the copper. And next, we need to heat it up really well. So Brian brought in the torch, and he's heating up both the copper pipe and the fitting and getting them nice and hot. Okay, now Brian brought in the lead-free solder, and he's just having it touch right at the seam, and so the difference in temperature will draw it in and seal it up. And while it was still hot, we put a little bit more of the paste flux on it, and it made a really nice seal. So we let it cool down and then wiped it to check that everything looked good. Next, for the PEX, we're going to cut it using the pipe cutter. It's like a PVC pipe cutter if you've ever used that before. And we basically just got the length that we're going to need here to attach this. So we slid our copper band on first, then slid in the fitting, and now we're just crimping it with the crimp tool. And so that crimps it tight. And so the key here is, if you can, you want to pre-build as many of the joints and everything as you can before you put it into the wall. And so as you can see, Brian is now just bringing in the other PEX pipe from the other end for the other elbow. And it already had the ring over the top of it, and he's just crimping it down. So you do want to make sure the crimp is the exact tolerance that it should be. There's calibrations on the tool to verify that. Now we're sliding in the PEX pipe here, and you can see that other copper clamp on here that we're just setting into place. And so he's going to go ahead and crimp that one down too. So this is why it was very helpful just to have that female adapter that the PEX pipe slides right onto.
It's always the simplest.
Okay, so that's crimped up really nice. And we just made sure to finish our crimps inside the wall as well. This tool was really nice. It had a bendable head on it, so you could really get down in inside of the drywall like this. So it was a nice tool to have. Okay, next we just restored the water by turning it back on and checked for leaks. Everything looked really good. Again, this was my complete screw up. I got it dead right in the middle there. So just be careful when you're installing like I am. I was just putting a screw in, but the screw was a little bit longer than it should have been, and I was not paying attention. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please check the video description where I have other videos that are similar to this. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks, guys.